Hello boys and girls out there in speed picking guitar land on YouTube. I have gotten so many emails and questions about how to pick fast, and there is so many video material out there already that shows you all the great licks and stuff and so forth. But I don't want to talk about the licks. Actually, I want to talk about the mechanics of speed picking, and I think Paul Gilbert did a great job on his Get Out of My Yard DVD, where he was showing the pick angle stuff, and he also talks about dynamics when you hit it hard or this also helps if you have an Ibanez RG kind of guitar. By cleaning up the tone a little bit, you get this Paul Gilbert kind of sound, but it will really help you when you want to pick some stuff and focus on what's really happening, the dynamics, that is, also, because that's very important. Certain notes to pick them harder than the rest if you want to stay in tempo. If you play something like this, you can really hear that. But now, here comes the point. How do you use your arm? You don't use it like that, the whole forearm, because that will eventually, as it did with me about 15 years ago or something like that, it started to hurt here and stuff. And then I was watching the Paul Gilbert videos, and the guy picks from his wrist. It's all in the wrist. And whether it's a Paul Gilbert type of lick or a John Petrucci, he also does it. When he starts playing fast, I mean, his whole motion comes from the wrist already. That's all picked from the wrist. It was a bit sloppy, but when you do a speed picking kind of lick, John Petrucci style, it also comes from the wrist. Or when you do a Steve Vai type of picking lick, the motion comes from the wrist again. So try to lock. I think even if you're putting your hand on your bridge and you have your hand on your bridge or lightly, because you don't mute all the time, of course. But yeah, it's from the wrist. Or even when you play a long lick, like he plays in what is it? Technical Difficulties. That is also from the wrist, or the same thing, from the wrist. So that should be a very nice guideline on how to pick fast and not hurting yourself, because that's obviously very important, because guitar playing is supposed to be fun. So I hope this really helped answering a few of the questions, because I actually haven't found any material yet on the picking from the wrist thing. Maybe it's pretty obvious to a few of you guys out there, but to a lot of people, they don't get it. All right? Oh my guitar's out of tune. Thank you guys.